Good evening, everyone.
Aldo!
Have you missed me?
No!
Oh, you don't get a chance to miss me.
I don't know. I love you.
You know you love me, really.
I don't. You're not burning yourself.
I haven't had any mishaps just lately.
No, we don't think get you. Let me in.
Steve says it's 3 p.m. Chicago time. Does that make Steve 3 hours behind? 6 hours behind us then. So yeah, our clocks go back on the 25th of October. So that's like officially when winter starts. So yeah. But I mean, you're all right saying ads, but you know, moolah, you know what I mean? Yeah, 6 hours ahead. Yeah. So I think it all depends which state you're in. Some states are like 5 hours behind us, and some are 6. So yeah, but it's like, what is it? 1 minute past 9 here. So yeah, I'm okay. I'm not sort of fantastic, but I'm okay. Before it starts, go watch mine. I've already watched Jaws, dear.
I know, yeah. People in the chat might not done. I think
Yeah.
she knows.
But yeah, I won't get away with that one, would I? Because all they keep saying is, he watched my vidget, he watched my vidget. So I get beat into, you know, yeah, till I go and watch it. I don't get a minute's peace. So, of course, I'm going to go and watch it, aren't I? So, so yeah, you know, I do get beat into submission, so to speak, because I've never really lost on it if I didn't go and watch it.
What are you commenting? What's this dislike going on?
I never give a dislike. I'll let you know that now. I never ever give a dislike. So
You tell her, Tucker.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So how is everyone? Hello to the 4 watching.
Hello.
But yeah, I mean, watching the ads, it might only earn me pennies, but hey ho, it all adds to the AdSense, whatever, you know what I mean. But Chris still hasn't beat mine yet, where I got an hour's ad and he still hasn't had one. So that's only reason why he's jealous, because I've had an hour's ad and he hasn't. So yeah, you know, he's only jealous because I've had an hour one. And so how is everyone?
Yeah.
At the moment, we've got 3 watching, so that's
Somebody's gone.
Yeah, Steve and Chris, and we've got 4.
I got 4 now.
Yeah, so obviously got somebody else watching. So hey, we've got Amjad.
Hey, Captain. Oh, I didn't remove Steve. Sorry, Steve.
Well, you can't remove anybody.
I can.
You can't?
Yes, I can.
Oh, yeah, because you're manager, aren't you?
Ah.
Yeah, I forgot I'd made him manager.
So.
Are you okay, my dear? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yes, I'm okay, honey bun.
You know, usual things. Weather's changing. I've had a lot of pain in my knees, and you know, but I do when weather starts to change. It's got a bit colder, so yeah. you know, it's just weather, really. Hey, we've got Johnny Five. Monday blues. No, not particularly, Steve. It's sort of the, you know, cold weather blues, if you know what I mean. It's when weather starts getting a bit damper and we, you know, the dropping temperature and ever changing weather. You know, it's been gloriously sunny here today. It affects my joints, you see. So when with that goes hand in hand with, you know, you start sort of feeling sorry for yourself and whatever, you know what I mean? And I hadn't felt too clever on Thursday, so it sort of rolled into Friday as well. So that's why I didn't go live Friday evening. You know, it's just my age and you know, and my illness, you know what I mean? So yeah, I do hope I hope Johnny's feeling a little bit better. Are things going with you? Week 5 laid up on mend, but bloody yeah. I mean, it's like I mean, obviously, you know, I burnt my knee. But that's sort of healing nicely now. So hope everything was okay. Yeah, it was just the fact that on Thursday, I hadn't felt too good. Oh, Callum's.
And everybody.
Yeah, it was just the fact that I didn't feel too well on Thursday. I thought I felt all right Friday, and then I thought, you know, you know, the best thing to do. Steve said, "Would it help cheer you up if I said I think I'm pregnant?"
Who said that?
You'd be able to blooming millionaire then, Steve.
I did that one. It's bought so many beers.
But it was just one of these things where I hadn't felt too good on Thursday. I thought I felt all right on Friday, and then boom, it sort of hit me like a, you know, like a ton of bricks.
Getting my sleeping pattern.
Yeah. So. Oh dear. Johnny says I'm internally bruised from my ass to my swollen foot. But I know what it feels like, Johnny. Trust me, I know what it feels like. And it's like, that's how I felt Thursday. It felt like right from top of my head, right down to me bottom of my feet, everywhere ached. And surprise, surprise, Callum's actually been in college today.
Wow.
Actually been in college.
That's a miracle, that.
Yeah. And he's actually in college Wednesday and he's actually in college Thursday. So we're getting a full house this week. He's actually
It feels like it's actually the first week this week.
Oh. But the thing is, there's no canteen services. Hi, Dr. Smith. How are you?
Smith in the house.
And they didn't lock him up. No, but it's a bit disappointing because there's no canteen services. So let's say, for instance, if he's there all day, they've either got to take a packed lunch or go out for something to eat. Because
is that my fault that the kid starves to death?
So same as we've said, on Wednesday, he's going to have to take a packed lunch or something. So yeah, and then sort of there was, what were they telling you? Of course, you went up some stairs or something.
Yeah.
I think they're operating like a one-way system, and because Callum were going up these stairs, and anyway.
No, well, I wasn't really
paying attention.
No, I didn't care. So.
Yeah. That's nothing. You're not in pain till you have lost at least a pint of blood and 2 or more bones are broken. Well, I mean, I hadn't done neither of them, but anyway. So yeah, so it's not the best of situations, but she put a rock in the trick-or-treat bag.
It might get cancelled this year because Boris said so.
Yeah, well, I mean, all firework displays and everything's
Apparently,
been cancelled. So
cinemas have started to shut again and all.
yeah. So that was for Johnny, were it? But yeah, you know, there'll be, you know, no fireworks and whatever displays this. Hey, we've got Bella.
Ballerina.
So yes, and it was in the news as well that Cineworld are shutting all its cinemas worldwide as well.
So it looks like cinemas are starting to come in.
So basically, the pandemic has hit them hard. So that's another one bites the dust.
Mm.
So, which is really sad. You know, I mean, it's because Cineworld have got cinemas all over the world.
Told you this year sucks.
So yeah. So Callum were excited in one respect that he were in college, but then he sort of rang Chris and he says, well, basically, the drinks are very limited and there were no like food on offer whatsoever.
Well, I saw bacon, but that worried.
But same as I said, how long are you in on Wednesday? Because
I think I'm 9 till 12 and then I'm online.
Yeah.
Which don't make no sense.
But anyway, same as we've said, Chris will have to make him some sandwiches or something up so at least he can have something to eat.
And a drink.
And obviously some juice or something while he's there. So, I mean, in one respect, he's glad that he's in college, but,
Not
you know.
really. I hoping to put a bird today, but that didn't happen.
Hey?
Hoping to put a bird today.
That's least of your worries, Callum. But yeah, so
quiet. Even at the beginning of the day.
Oh, I sort of weren't it like a skin peel or something? The one that she anyway. But yeah, so you know, I mean, Bella says, what about that moron going waving at people when he's got COVID? You could see that the driver didn't want to be in the car. But hey ho, that's no, it weren't it. What other moron? The American moron.
Oh,
we aren't spelling it out. Yeah, Chris knows who I'm talking about now. But yeah, you know what I mean. It's I can't see it coming to an end anytime just yet. So you know, it's basically everything's going down pan, if you know what I mean. I'm sure it said that Cineworld have got like 300 and odd cinemas around in world, you know.
5,000 jobs.
Yeah. And that, same as Chris has just said, that's 5,000 jobs alone in the UK that's gone for a bit. And excuse the pun, Bella.
Well, there's a bit dodgy. You've got to include a name in it.
Are you wakey? How are you?
Well, they are wakey, shit, man.
Where is the gusset or gussets? You want to get a dictionary, wakey? But yeah, we're just talking about Cineworld closing all the cinemas, and Bella's put, I think they should all resign and pass it over to Tinky Winky Dipsy La La and Poe. Oh God, I hadn't heard that one, Johnny. It says, what about the COVID guy caught licking people's doorbells in the USA? He'd have been licking more than doorbells if I'd have caught him. So it'd have been minus a few, important bits if I'd have caught him, if I'd caught him doing it on my doorstep. So yeah, he'd have been missing some important bits. So yeah, but apart from that, I have enough diseases without looking. Exactly, I'm at the same sentiment, Wakey. I've just been saying I felt a bit crappy on Thursday. I got up Friday and thinking, I'd slept most of day Thursday, thinking, oh well, I've got it out of my system. I've slept most of the day yesterday. Boy, was I wrong. It hit me like a brick. So, but I'm okay-ish, you know what I mean? I'm not 100%. I've got a bit of a runny nose. Did Chris crash his drone? No.
Wow.
Steve, I just want to say that the pudding that I made yesterday, the butterscotch banoffee pie, it went down a storm. Absolutely delicious. Woke up just in time to catch the footy results. But yeah, and it was something that it's not like a banoffee pie. It's how can I put it? It were like ginger nut and bourbon biscuit base. Who did someone say pie? So it was like a ginger nut biscuit and bourbon base. Then you put a layer of caramel, like the carnation caramel. And then you sliced some bananas up and put like a layer of bananas. And then you got milk chocolate and dark chocolate and creme fraiche. And you mixed all that together, put it on top. And then I put it in the fridge overnight, Saturday. And when I got up Sunday morning, got 4 carrier bags of Braeburns. How were the? Oh yeah, that were another thing that Callum, or you could hear Callum were going. Anyway, so got up Sunday and 100 mils of whipping cream, a sachet of butterscotch Angel Delight, and 200 mils of milk, I think it were. And that were your topping. Absolutely out of this world. So, yeah. And I was thinking sort of when I was doing it, and it seems... But you see, when the chocolate mixture had set, it was like a mousse. It was like a... Would you describe it as a mousse?
Steve going.
So anyway, that were yesterday's dessert. And same as I said to Chris, I'd do it as a live stream, but the fact that once you've put your chocolate topping on, it's got to set for 5 hours before you put the butterscotch you know, the butterscotch and cream, just like a topping, really. So, yeah, tomorrow evening I'm doing lemon and blueberry blondies. Phew, thought you were describing ingredients for a Sunday morning romp. Yeah. Got about as much chance of that. Yeah. I'm Judge burning strawberry buttercream. Ooh. Maybe you and Miss Bella need a night out. Yeah. Not under this certain, you know. Yeah, maybe next year, but not anytime soon, Steve. Not edible. But I bet it smells amazing, Amjad. So yeah. But I keep getting asked, oh, where do you find all your, you know, where do you find all your recipes? I sort of get an idea come in my head, and then I just type it in Google, and all these recipes come up. So, you know, I've had people saying, oh, I've never heard of butterscotch banoffee tart. You know, but I don't know how I come across it, but more often than not, I just type something, you know, like last night I thought, oh, I might make a strawberry cheesecake. So I type in strawberry cheesecake, and then it comes up with all these different websites and different recipes. So I thought, I think to myself, oh, that looks interesting. I'll have a look at that. You know, so it's sort of like one thing leads to another. You know, I'm sort of searching for, let's say, a strawberry cheesecake recipe, and then I come across you know, a baking website that I've never used before. Oh, pardon me. That's why I think I'm crazy. What you tried to say I'm crazy as well, Steve. And I am sometimes. Strawberry vibes tonight. But you know what I mean? I'm thinking, you know, I mean, like last week I made the blackberry meringue pie. I mean, everybody's heard of lemon meringue, but not blackberry. So I thought, well, it's something different. So when it's sort of like, you know, it's sort of an idea pops in me head. I Google it, and then that leads to me finding another recipe. So, you know, a lot of the recipes I could just come across by chance, purely by chance. You know what I mean? So, so yeah. So what I'm. We've got to do the rule of 6 here in the UK, Steve. You know, we're not allowed more than 6 in same household, or I forget. Even Boris Johnson's, even Boris Johnson's confused. So, I mean, Harry expects us mere mortals to understand it. I don't know. Think you're crazy. We know you are. Are you referring to me or Steve?
Steve.
Oh, it's a good job.
You can't hit me.
Yeah, pie crust and meringue. Put whatever filling in it you like. Yeah. I mean, now I've sort of looked into it, Wakey. I've seen, you know, they've done like mixed berry meringue or strawberry, you know. Now I've sort of looked into it. Hiya, Kate, how are you?
Okay, love.
I've just been and watched a video for a cheesecake, but keto for Johnny. I'm going to make chocolate. Ooh. But Bella's put the only oil coming near me, Steve, is the stuff I roast the spuds in. So yeah, I mean, beetroot meringue. No, that way is where I draw the line, Wakey. So yeah, just talking about the butterscotch banoffee tart that I made yesterday. You know, Callum's in love with it. Let's just put it this way. So yeah, I'm going to be making lemon and blueberry blondies tomorrow. So that's what I'll be making tomorrow evening. Okie dokie then, Steve. He's got to make the missus a coffee.
No. Baby, love.
Oh wow, you call me baby.
Yeah, but I'm not love.
But anyway, so you know, it's that's what I'm making tomorrow. Quite simple. You know, I thought, well, I tell you, I think it's got to be in oven about 30 minutes, I think. Just having a look. Yeah, just having a look. So yeah. Yeah, it's got to be in oven 30 minutes. The lemon and blueberry blondies. And it's basically you use white chocolate like you would any other blondies, but you use zest of 2 lemons, and obviously as soon as you put your batter in your tin, you just dot the blueberries on top. Oh. So yeah, I you know, I have.
Are you joining on live bake-off, Tracy?
I tell you what, I've come across as well, but and I don't know whether or not it'll float anybody's boat, but pumpkin chocolate chip muffins.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's my boat.
Yeah. Oh, bless her. So yeah, so I have sort of looked into it, and Asda actually do tinned pumpkin. So I thought, well, you know, last time I did anything pumpkin, I had to buy one and like gut it, and it's horrible stuff when you that's horrible, like horrible snotty stuff. I can't describe it any other way. But when, you know, like, I'm glad sort of I don't have to carve a pumpkin or anything, because there's not much turns my stomach. Have you thought about doing flapjacks? I mean, Tracy were wanting me to do flapjacks, Bella, but it's not my... But anybody that's carved a pumpkin or gutted a pumpkin, they know what I'm talking about. It's horrible, horrible stuff. But the thing is, Bella, the flapjacks have got to be in oven for 40 minutes, and then you've got to let it cool down before you put the chocolate on top. Same as I said to Tracy when we're doing the only doing like roughly about an hour. You know, it's going to be too long. You know, with the blondies, they only baking for 30 minutes. Now, to chuck everything together and cook, it's going to be about 40 minutes, you know, to bake it, and then basically all you do is to when your blondies have cooled down slightly, you mix lemon juice and icing sugar, and I'm going to use me disposable piping bags. But I thought that about because there's some what they called them biscuits that I were no
Oreos.
No, that's not it. I forgot where I found it now. Anyway, it's like a cinnamon biscuit, but once you've made the dough, you've got to put it in fridge for an hour. Bella says, never mind, who can take them out later and post them to me the next morning. But yeah, I'm trying to think what I'll probably come across it when I'm not looking for it. Anyway, they're like a cinnamon biscuit. But yeah, you know, it's the only problem. Oh, that were it. The cinnamon. What were it? Cinnamon, some chocolate and fudge cookies or something. But I've got the fudge chunks and I've got the, you know, the chocolate chips and whatever. But once you've made the dough, you've got to wrap it in cling film and put it in fridge. Now, the reason being for that is, I know not every sort of cookie recipes, pardon me, not every cookie recipe asks for it to be in fridge for an hour, but have I dyed my hair? No, it needs doing though, Kate. That's why I've got it up. It needs doing desperately. So the idea is once you've made the dough, wrap it in cling film, put it in fridge. It's probably because it needs washing, Kate. So they don't spread as much. That's the idea behind that. You know, that's the idea of wrapping it in cling film and pouring it in fridge. It stops it from, you know, stops them from spreading too much. Trying to think. It's going to bug me now. There you are. White chocolate cinnamon fudge cookies. And you use white chocolate chips and fudge pieces, but I've got both, you see. But the only problem being is once you've made the dough, you put it in fridge. Bella's put, Kate, I've been laying on the bed listening to your husband today. That don't sound right. I know what Bella means. Because Hazy's published a new song. But yeah, it's sort of like the Tuesday night baking. It's sort of, I don't want to make cookies all the while. I don't want to make muffins or cupcakes all the time. So I'm trying to, you know, zhuzh it up a bit and do something a bit different. So yeah, so that was the idea behind that one, Wakey. I thought, I says to Chris, says, well, what I can do is make some dough up earlier on in the day, wrap it up and put it in the fridge, and then actually make some dough on the live stream, and then, you know, when it comes to rolling out and whatever, just get the one out the fridge, and then, you know, I can do other one whenever. So I just need some more fudge chunks, because I have got one packet. So that's something you can have a look for me for. Are you listening?
What?
You're not listening.
Oh, I'm editing what?
Some fudge chunks.
Fudge chunks.
You know, like where bakery stuff is in Asda.
Yeah.
In a packet like the chocolate chips, but they like in an orange packet, and the fudge chunks. I'll show you later.
Remind me.
It's all right. I'm just trying to explain to Chris what I'm after. But that's what I thought of doing with that one, the cinnamon. Well, there's not been too bad here. It started looking a bit ominous a bit later on. It was lovely and sunny here this morning, but then sort of it went a bit dull. But we've not had have we had any rain?
A spot, all right. Well, whilst I was flying drone.
Yeah, Chris says it was spitting with rain when he went flight, because he's been out with drone today. Two of his proteges, let's just say.
Nothing.
Yeah, Chris is saying nothing. But it's two guys that have got the same drone as Chris, but know nothing about how to fly them, etc. So basically, Chris has sort of, how can I put it? Took them in under his wing and telling them. But then one says, one of them said to him today, he don't even know how to get the footage off his SD card in his drone onto his computer. So he wants Chris to learn him how to do that. Kate says, to be honest, the amount of songs he's made, he would have been on his greatest hits by now. But you see, this is the thing. I mean, he don't just do covers. He actually, you know, makes his own songs. And that's the good thing about it. You know, he writes all his own songs. You're going to start charging for drone lessons. And don't forget, you know, editing and, you know, whatever afterwards.
Well, what we said, edit orders with the film.
Yeah, I saw them, because actually Johnny sent me a picture. So he said he'd ordered these bowls and a hand mixer. So I already seen them, because he sent me a picture of what he'd ordered you. But you see, the thing is, I've got a big, massive stand mixer. I mean, not like yours. Yours is a smaller version of mine, let's just say. But it's dead noisy and it's dead heavy. So that's why I don't use my stand mixer all that often. because it's so damn heavy and it's noisy. So, and how many Christmases ago did you buy me that? About three? I don't know. About 3 Christmases ago, Chris bought me that. But, you know, I have used it, but it's not practical to use it on a live stream because 1, it's dead heavy, and 2, it's too noisy. Ask Callum been with college. It feels better, I think, now he's actually been in college, but he's complaining now that there's no food, there's no drinks as such even, and he says, okie dokie, Bella. She says, I'm going, guys, got to sit with my legs up my nose. See you later, Bella. Yeah, I saw a video you using it when you was in the kitchen. But she had a bit of a fall the other day, Kate. And she come a right cropper. So, but it were right on her shin. So she's had a bit of a. Hiya, Paul. How are you?
Hello, Paul.
So yeah, so she come a cropper. With her leg, and it caught her shin. We'll talk about Bella getting kinky by the day. So yeah, so you name it, it's been all colours under the sun, you know, black, blue, purple, and every other colour in it under the sun, you know what I mean? So we actually being on a shin bone, it's sort of more painful than, you know, so she's been told to elevate her leg as much as possible. So yeah, so going back to Callum with college, in one respect, he's glad to be back in college, but, you know, there's no cafeteria. He says the drinks choices are very limited. So, so yeah, so when he's back, because he's not in tomorrow, he's back in college on Wednesday. So I said, we're going to have to make him some sandwiches. Hiya, Laurie, how are you?
Hello, Laurie.
So yeah, so when he goes in college on Wednesday, we're going to have to make him some sandwiches up and a drink as well. So, but he's back in Wednesday, and I think he's in college 9 till 12, I think it is, on Wednesday. Oh, pardon me. And then he's got to come home, and I think about 1 o'clock, I think, is doing like maths online, I think. But you see, Callum said that the cafeteria is closed, full stop, and they're only serving drinks, but it's a very limited drinks menu as well. So basically, but funny thing is, Kate, when he came home today, he went straight to the fridge and got some of that butterscotch tart. That was first thing, you know. That was first thing he went straight to the fridge, you know, not hiya, Mum, how are you? Mum, he went straight to the fridge and got some of that tart. Hiya, Katrina, how are you? So yeah, so he's glad in one way that he's in college because he gets to socialise, but you know, it's you know, it's a case of, you know, I mean, especially if he's in all day Thursday, you know, he's going to have to, you know, have a packed lunch and a few snacks and. But you see, what I mean, he's got this Kate, and when they go in college, it's got like a scanner thing there, so they can be accounted for. Basically, when he walks through the door, he puts that on a scanner thing, and basically, because he's entitled to free meals, basically that goes straight on his card. But same as I said to Chris, I mean, they've been back since 14th of September, right? And this is the first time he's been actually in college. So where does the money go that's, it's basically, the idea behind it is, as soon as he scans that, when he actually goes into college, the money that he gets for his free meals goes onto that card. So basically, under normal circumstances, when he goes to the cafeteria or anything, basically all he does is scan that again, and it pays for his whatever he's having to eat. But my question is, this is the first time he's been in college since he actually started back. So what happens to the money? Because I've had no money from college, as regards, like they were before, putting money in my bank to cover for the school meals that they're getting paid for. You know what I mean? So where's the money going that since the beginning of September, when they started back, because he's not actually physically been in, he hasn't physically been in college. So, that's the question, because we didn't get gone into some local councillor's back pocket. But you see, what they were doing, Wakey, was because they get free meals, it's like the same as Kate says, £2.75 a day. Now, at the beginning of lockdown, some people got sent vouchers. I had the money paid straight into my bank account. But I haven't had nothing since like July. So where's that money going that they getting paid to provide free meals for kids, So this is if they if council's paying the college for a certain amount of students to get free school meals, and they're not getting them, where's that money going to? So, that's sort of my question. Where is the money going? Because I sure as hell hadn't had it. And then same as Kate says, if you're having to provide your children with a packed lunch, you're paying out for it twice, aren't you, really? Yeah. And yeah, that's right, Kate. She says if that's £2.75 doesn't get spent that day, it don't roll over. That's exactly the same with Callum. If he don't spend that £2.75 or more, he don't roll over to the next day. That's it. It's gone. But Miss Jeanette, if I had $1, I'd sit up all night and watch it. What? But yeah. So the council are paying the college for X amount of students to get free meals, but they're not getting them. So I want to know where that money's going, and why aren't we getting it like we were getting it, like in But the thing is, Tracy, I Rob, how are you?
Oh, no, Rob, lad.
You know, it don't roll over. I mean, they tell you that. You know, the council are paying the college £2.75 per child or per, you know, student to have a meal at college. And if they're not getting that meal, then, you know. So yeah, you know, I mean, that's the sorry if I keep blowing my nose. That's the bone of contention at the moment is if the college is getting it, why aren't we getting it? And if the college is not getting it, why aren't they getting it? If that makes sense. You know, if if the council are paying the college, then obviously we should be getting it because Callum's so yeah, you know, so many. I will just my throat's gone a bit dry.
I just looked over and thought, I ain't got a coffee.
So yeah,
I'm sneaking in.
I'm watching you.
What would I do?
Wet
Willie.
I'll wet Willie you in a minute. You just weigh it. Yeah. Oh dear. You're not saying that at about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm elbowing him or flicking him and Steve says do it. Oh dear. Oh dear. It looks like you have another minion infestation. Hey, that's Wakey who's on about you. But Rob says, if you wet Willie here, Chris better sleep with one eye open. Well, it's too late, Robbie already has, so we better.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah.
Okay, I didn't say hello earlier.
It's because you come on camera.
I'm waving, she can't see me now.
Hi, Tina, how are you?
I don't see the loss.
Oh dear. But yeah. Wakey says paint his head yellow. Either that or shave all his eyebrows off while he's asleep. You wake up in the morning, where's my eyebrows gone? You ought to be thankful I've only shaved your eyebrows off. Oh dear. Oh dear. Because there's one thing about Chris. He can sleep through anything, so he not wake up while I'm shaving his eyebrows off, will he? Especially if I get, you know, use a non-electric razor. He's not going to be any wiser till he gets up next morning. So yeah, you know what they say, don't you? Revenge is sweet. You're not allowed to visit Wakey.
That's why I said when.
You're
About 99 years old, Wakey will come over.
That would make a great video, Rob said. Want me shaving his eyebrows off while he's asleep?
Or farting on Wakey's head.
Oh dear.
Or both.
Don't think so, Pixie. I ever know.
It's alright, I'm going to Lucy Tucker and a Benny.
Oh dear.
And the Jeanette.
Oh dear. But so I'm just making room for my cup of coffee.
Minute left.
Oh, could die of thirst waiting here.
I told him where I'm going on Sunday.
Where are you going Sunday?
I told you when I come in.
I forgot. I've been to bed since then.
I am.
I know I am, but you know what I mean.
Mam tour.
Beowulf. Tina started her Christmas shopping already.
Already. Come on to ours, Tina. Hear this?
So yeah, is it in Peak District?
Mam tour.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to Mam Tor Sunday.
Camera this time.
Oh, he says it might be in our area in a few days. Car I have my eye on is the Sheffield dealership. Ooh.
Not Brooks, is it?
No idea. Don't know many car
Who said
dealership.
that, Wakey?
Yeah.
Brooks dealership.
See, only dealership I know is where we had our car from, and that's the Vauxhall dealership.
Pentagon.
Yeah. So, so what you looking for, Wakey? Anything in particular?
What with 4 wheels and a roof?
Not sure. Not sure what it's called. You mean? But I mean, where did we go for our? No, what the name of that? Where we got that other one from before this one? Not available car, is it? It's Car People or something. Hey? You can hear a bird. I bet Cat's got them. Tina, well, if you're starting Christmas shopping early, I'll take a new GoPro, lol. He's looking at a Suzuki Vitara all drive. Ooh. But yeah, I mean, only dealership we've been to is obviously the Pentagon Vauxhall place where we got this car from. So, oh, pardon me. But that's the thing, Tina. We say every year that we're going to start doing his Christmas shopping.
Stuff for sale, stuff for sale, stuff for sale.
We're going to start it early, and then we never do. But it's making it even harder this year with the pandemic. All I can see, you didn't see out of my cup, just your arm.
Oh,
yeah, I've got an itch on my leg. Oh, Laurie's done all the Christmas shopping. Night even started. And I do keep saying every year that I'm going to start it early. Kate says milk, 2 sugars. Yeah, it's too late. Kate has already made it. You mean it? It's 0114. I think that's what he means by prefix. It starts. So you mean the area code?
What?
It says what's the Sheffield BT prefix? It's
0114.
0114. Okie dokie then. See you later, Rob.
See you, Rob.
Thanks for popping in. Yeah, B&M,
Rob.
I've got some good stuff because we bought it when it was my birthday. Other week, Chris took me to B&M and I've got an itch. It's all right. I'm using my airbrush as a scratcher. I've got an itch right in the middle of my back, and it's driving me nuts. Thank you very much, Tina.
Thanks, Tina.
So yeah, yeah, we got quite a few bits. I know it's always the same. I've started getting some treats from Lidl's. Harry's birthday, end of month too. I'm not bothered with Halloween and fireworks. Not well. This is it. You know, it's. But you know, I mean, we've got high hopes because it's Callum's 18th on 8th of November. You know, and we were gonna hire a venue, we're gonna hire a disco, and you know, and all trimmings, but we can't. So you know, same as I said, we'll get some balloons, get some buntings, and you know, and make most of it, and we'll have a few beers, and you know, it not.
He's having a few beers.
You know,
but he's having a few
it not be same as like, you know, having a big party and having, you know, a disco and everything, but you know, we're gonna make most of it. You know what I mean? That it says Wake has put a link in. It says similar to this one. But you know, I says to Chris, I says I'm going to have a look on Amazon and see if they do all like a party package. You know, balloons and buntings and.
I can give a couple £100 off.
You know what I mean? I'm sure the yeah, I'm sure they do that sort of thing, you know. Because I think his birthday's, is it on Sunday this year? I think it's Sunday.
No, I think it's a Tuesday.
I'll have to have a look.
Hang on a minute. You can have your stream and I'll look.
So I've got calendar here. It is. It's a Sunday.
Oh, it's a Sunday, is it?
Yeah. Well, Callum's birthday. Well, Callum and Chris are both on a Sunday. You see. Do you have a card factory? I think so.
Yeah,
Chris...
but with Dartmoor, it's on about birthday cards. Because Dartmoor is the card shop, isn't there? Yeah.
They do helium balloons. They don't. Then in bunches. What I say? With it being a Sunday, I mean, Chris would have to get it on a Saturday, wouldn't he? So yeah, but I mean, if we get an helium by the time it comes to Sunday and it's his birthday, they've probably drooped a bit or gone down a bit. You know what I mean? Get a few bob off. Cash is king, Pixie. Oh.
Cash is king. Yeah, but what you want and what they give are two different things, isn't it?
But yeah, but I'm sure if I look on Amazon, I'd probably get you know, buntings and balloons and all sorts, sort of as a job lot sort of thing, if you know what I mean.
Hey.
What?
A wet pussy on me.
Obviously, it's raining.
Look at it there.
It's all right.
It's not reached.
Once blown up, they last up to 5 days, they say, but ours lasted weeks. Oh.
Helium balloons.
Yeah, a big 1 and 8. Oh, pardon me. Ideally, that's what, you know, what my thought process is, a big 1 and 8. So, yeah, I mean, once, you know, I mean, I'm sure I report my daughter to school. Oh, wow, what's occurring, Tina? Hiya, caller. How are you?
Hello, caller.
Saw a car crash on Saturday night. Oh dear. Saying that has to do it. Oh, I don't think ours do they?
I don't think so. Probably big enough.
I'm gonna say I know Big Asda does it, but I don't know. Oh dear. Oh, he says he got it on Dutch camera. It's a bit dark. Are you making his cake? Well, to be honest with you, Chris found a cake maker online. And being his 18th, we were on about getting him a Sheffield United one. So
I'll have to message you on Saturday.
yeah. So, but you don't know about it. So, was it the one you showed me before that cake? I don't know. It could have been, but I know it were a Sheffield United one, and he did actually find her on Facebook. So yeah. I'm not rising to that one, Wakey. Is that before or after relegation?
We're not gonna get relegated, bro. Don't worry about that.
No, it was just a single tier 1 cake. I'll have to get Chris to send me a picture and I'll send it on to you.
Send picture, crikey.
But we'll put it this way, Wakey. Aston Villa thrashed Liverpool 7-2, but they only beat Sheffield United 1-0.
And that were only because we had a man sent off.
Yeah.
We should never have been a thing. I'm still wearing the shirt with pride.
Need to pull the finger. Yeah, and I'm sure Chris will agree with you, but we're not talking football anyway. He says need to pull the fingers out.
You know, don't worry, we'll be all right.
Tina says one of the mums was bullying me. But you see, the thing is, it's like it's different. Like your kids getting bullied, school can deal with that. But when mums is bullying other adults, then it is a police matter, if you understand what I'm saying. But you know, I would imagine that the school will take the stance, well, you know, that's a police matter. If the mum's is bullying you, it's, you know. But you know, I mean, I've never had that problem because you know, I've given what for, you know what I mean? But that's just me. I wouldn't stand for it. A few more days of rain needed. Northern teams play better into mud.
We'll have a job. We've got a fortnight off now.
I was going to say it's internationals, isn't it? You know, same as Chris says. I mean, like on Good Morning Good Morning Britain this morning, Piers Morgan's a big Arsenal fan. They shown their 2 goals, but they didn't show that they got one back. But hey ho, we're not talking football.
Is that butt in bed? Hell, I'm getting headbutted by a cat. The way it looks, the T-shirt lucky, the trousers lucky.
Who's UTG?
UTG, Sheffield United sponsors. What is it?
Are you sure you're not antagonising things?
Oh, huh? Who's what? UTG.
I've deleted it as well. Oh.
Oh, sorry, Wakey. No, I don't want to vote you. Really about Wakey.
Oh.
Eh?
But anyway, we. I mean, it's a bit of a silly comment to make because nobody asked to be bullied, if you know what I mean. So I used to have a black cat called Dylan. Thought about renaming him because he used to lie in wait and attack me, Cato style. Oh, our Lucy's a daddy's girl. Oh, say no more then, Tina. Say no more. I think they own you know. But, you know, I'm sort of person. I give as good as what I get, you know what I mean? But, Kato, yeah. Kato. Yeah, Pink Panther style. Hiya, Gordo, how are you?
Gordo in the house.
Yes, I did. I were gonna comment, but I thought no, I'm not gonna. It says, "Did you see Mrs. G's cake?"
No, I missed it.
No, we're on a Facebook page.
I'll put it in group.
Yeah.
Have a look.
It was sort of a little bit of a disaster. But yeah, I thought no, I was gonna comment and no, yeah. Beware Japanese geisha bearing Chinese fortune cookie. But yeah. Tina says I did stand my ground. See why she's banned from cooking. Oh dear me. Well, but I mean, from my point of view, Gordo, at least you made an effort. You know, it don't matter what it looked like. She made the effort. Right, yeah.
Like it's raining.
Huh?
Like it's raining.
Oh dear.
At least it wasn't throughout the day, Lucy.
I'm just gonna
Where are you gonna go?
I'm just gonna send it to you.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh. We're sending it to me, I missus.
Yeah.
That's not good. It could be something dodgy.
If it's from Gordo, most likely, yes. Very, very dodgy.
I've sent it anyway. But
Butchers.
yeah.
Mm.
But at least she made the effort. That
It's
eh?
unavailable. The link is broken.
Well, it's come through on mine.
Yeah, but it says attachment unavailable. This attachment may be removed, or the person who shared it has removed.
Reopen it.
Right.
It's no good.
I've sent it again.
I sent it again, have you?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Oh. She put could be on MasterChef. What do you think?
What's the MasterChef?
Okie dokie then, Kate. Thank you for coming in.
Is she going?
Yeah.
See you, Kate.
Gordo says you've heard of can't cook, won't cook. With her, it's can't cook, shouldn't cook. But yeah, I did have a laugh about it, although I shouldn't really. Oh, pardon me. But the fact of the matter is she gave it a try. So, yeah. Just take that over to your dad and show your dad that, Callum. So yeah, you know what I mean. It's a case of, you know, in essence, it looked all right. You know the.
Oops. That's a bit like my cooking, that.
You know, in essence, you know the you know the thing where
Oh dear.
how can I put it? But I mean, as for rectify, okie dokie then, Kate, see you later. As for rectifying it, Gordo, I couldn't begin to sort of say where she went wrong.
I've got a bigger picture. Oh, crikey.
Who made that?
Gordo's missus.
Oh dear.
But
it's already cut up.
Same as I said, the thoughts there, you know, she gave it a good try. You know what I mean? I can't sort of not.
Confident.
Yeah.
I bet you anybody it tasted nice.
So, you know what I mean? I can't sort of pull her to pieces for that one, Gordo, because she tried. You know what I mean? The you know, her heart were in the right place.
No. Yes. You were mourning that I was there. Well, at least so.
But I mean, it's like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, not everything I make goes to plan. You know what I mean? Not everything I make goes to plan. I do, you know, I do have a cock up every now and again. You know what I mean? So, you know, there's some people are born to bake and some that are not. If you know what I mean. I mean, Chris does all cooking, and he can bake because he has made a cake.
I made 2 cakes, actually.
Yeah. So it's not that he can't bake. It's the fact that he leaves that to me. He does the cooking and I do the baking. He says that's more than a cock up. you know, oh dear. She tried. She tried. You know what I mean? She tried.
She's good, oh.
Half of my baking doesn't resemble the picture, but thankfully still edible. Well, this is it, Wakey. So long as it's still edible, then you know, that's all that matters. So you know, I mean, it's you know what, as I always say, there's an art to baking. You've got to make sure your oven's right temperature. You've got, you know, ingredients to a T. Oh dear me. You ain't seen this week. It's bad, real bad. Oh dear. Oh. Yeah, but if you can't open it, then you'll not be able, you'll not be able to open it. But you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It's
what it is.
It's imagine Bella on your baking live stream panel. It would be full of giggles. But the thing is, I mean, I got itching nose. She will one day. My cooker has packed up. Oh dear.
Who's that?
Tina.
Uh-oh.
You know what I mean? Before Chris bought me a new cooker, we had to guess because the cooker that we had before were in here when we first moved in. So it served as well, but you just had to gauge, you know, the settings because it had that much US over the years that all numbers had been rubbed off, you know what I mean? So, but with this one, it being a brand new cooker, you know, you know, it takes all the guesswork out of it now, you know, because like on the baking live seat. You should be able to send it to Wakey, he says. Because he sent it you.
I've got Wakey on my thing.
Wakey, rise and shine.
And don't forget, he's
and it is Wakey been on about beetroots today. Say. Wakey been on about beetroots today.
Yeah.
Always on about beetroots.
So yeah, it's if you send it to me, Gordo, I'll send it to Wakey. Oh yeah, Chris is, it's all right. Chris has got it.
Wakey, rise and shine.
Does it include beetroot?
Oh, you go on about it.
But yeah, so I mean, the cooker that I had, I mean, it weren't all that expensive, really. But it's just like your bog standard one.
So cool.
You know, I could have got like a dual oven, and I thought, well, you know, single oven, 4 obs, that'll do me. Okie dokie then, Tina, thank you for popping in. So yeah.
Night, Tina.
But you know, it's all about the timings, it's all about the ingredients, it's, you know, it's not just bunging everything in a bowl and, you know, and hoping for the best. It's, you know, it's you know what I mean? But I mean, like the butterscotch banoffee tart that I made yesterday, you know, when you say it, you know, and it looks difficult, there's no baking involved, you know what I mean? It's just about getting things just right, you know what I mean? He says, did you hear Eli is suing McDonald's? He ate a Happy Meal, but he's still depressed. Oh, dear.
Well, what happened to him when he's at home?
Oh, don't look bothered. Half of my bacon doesn't resemble the picture. Oh, yeah, still edible, yeah. I've already read that one out.
Are you
So,
jokes at Gordo?
no, I'm on about that picture that I told you to go and show your dad.
Yeah.
That is Gordo's missus's cake. Well, attempted cake. So,
Is that
basically...
what you're laughing at?
Yeah, but you know, it's how can I put it? It's, you know, you've got to get it just so, if you know what I mean. And I mean, it's like a lot of these recipes when I you know, when I go on to them and it's say, oh, don't get me wrong, you know, store's own make chocolate, blah blah blah, is, you know, if you're trying to do it on a budget. But in my opinion, you know, basically the better quality chocolate that you use, the better taste. You know what I mean? I've not noticed any difference. I always use shop bought, you know, store's own make chocolate. Very rarely I buy anything else. So, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, half of these websites that you get these recipes off are affiliated in one way or another to certain, you know, where they get the produce from, where they get the tin baking stuff from, blah blah blah. They're all affiliated in some way, so they're gonna tell you not to buy shop bought stuff because they're getting paid to promote others. So yeah.
What you baking tomorrow?
Lemon and blueberry blondies. So
Blondies, yeah.
She's only making two, so there's just one for me, one for Mum.
Blondies.
So that's what I want the white chocolate for.
It's a
all right.
cake.
Callum sees a bar of white chocolate in the fridge and he'll say, are you making anything with that white chocolate? I'd say, just because it's in the fridge, it don't mean to say I'm not going to use it.
Well,
so,
normally when I see chocolate in the fridge, it feels like you're baking something. That's why I ask every time.
I am tomorrow.
So that's why I always ask, are you using that white chocolate? Because
yeah,
I know that you're gonna bake something.
Yeah.
So that's why I always ask.
Using it tomorrow.
Advance. So if I do grab it out of style, you'll be like, oh no, I need that for baking.
I'm not saying the staff in B&Q are stupid, but I asked a simple question and he was straight on the tannoy. Can a matte white come to the checkout, please? I have a customer looking for matte white.
Oh, dear.
What was the joke about?
Well, matte white's a paint. Oh, Gordon Bennett. Got to explain
About
everything.
as bad as Alexa's jokes.
Even I knew that one.
About as bad as Alexa's jokes.
Yeah, but worst thing about it, you were laughing at them.
That's what made it funny.
Why did the chicken cross the road and I can't go in there rolling around on floor?
Why did the chicken cross the road?
To get to the other side.
No, to get to the north side.
To get to the north side, well, that don't make sense.
We'll never make it as a comedian, Callum.
No, why did chicken cross the road? It didn't.
Oh, yeah, me.
Is it bedtime?
Past bedtime.
Are you yawning as well? Hey, up, took us in there and all.
They're funny, aren't they?
Is it raining?
Well, yeah, Luce is coming into the wet. So, yeah.
So as
Say, Mum.
you've gathered, it's
Post-apocalyptic rain.
as you can gather, it's raining again. Good job you're not going out anywhere tomorrow, innit?
Who says I'm not?
Me.
That's what you think.
So,
Slow in the chat.
hey,
Is it slow in the chat?
yeah, there's only seven in. We've gone down a bit now.
Oh dear.
Because Callum was chit chatting.
I know.
My awesomeness.
Says I have a rude joke with her. Our little ears about.
70s, not little.
Probably not on about you.
Oh.
Yeah, that as well, Tucker.
I mean kids.
Uh-huh.
What does he mean?
So what have we all been up to then, apart from laughing at your wife's cooking, baking?
College.
I know you've been to college.
Home. Tuck.
Oh, speaking of Alexa, I am doing something technical. I bought an Amazon Echo Smart plug and an Amazon Echo Dot. I am plugging my wax burner in the smart plug. Oh!
What says that, Amjad?
Yeah.
Could tell it's Amjad when he.
Gonna be Alexa controlled. Oh. So that if you say, Alexa, turn the wax burner off, it turns it off.
You should say, Amjad, Alexa, please tell a joke.
No.
Alexa, don't tell
Yes, correct. So, I thought that's what you meant. So it being electrical and not sort of, you know, you can turn it. It can turn off the on or off the wax. Oh. I asked Alexa, what do women want? The thing hasn't shut up for 2 weeks.
Oh, when we want this thing and we don't get other.
But yes. Can you drink quietly, please?
Is he gulping?
Yeah, slurping.
Gulping and sulking at the same time.
Well, we're doing that on purpose.
Oh, pardon me. The smart plug has arrived in the post. I'm just waiting for the Echo Dot. Then I can say, ooh.
Smart plug, can it do homework?
Alexa, what is 1 + 1? That's why it don't work.
Oh dear. See you morning.
See you on good night, chat. Don't tell any rude jokes in the chat. Got my eyes.
Oh dear.
In the morning.
Or afternoon, depending when you decide to watch that thing. Depending when you decide to get up.
I'll have an out and about Boris and Donald Trump.
I'm just says, blimey, I bet you guys got to tell me stuff to say to Alexa. Wake says night, Callum.
Good night, Wakey. I'll probably dream about beetroots.
Don't you start.
I'm gonna kill a beetroot.
I'm gonna kill a beetroot out in my dream.
Carla says night, Callum.
Good night, Carla. Tucker. It's the flea bag. Tucker.
Don't talk to your brother like that.
Well, that's what it's like. It's the flea bag. Say that. Look. Go Tucker. It's the flea bag.
You are?
It's the flea bag.
Mm.
Why he's looking? I'm waiting until he's
Any news on the job front yet, Carla? I know you were looking for a job. Carla's looking for a job.
Same here, I'm looking for a job. Is there any going? Pay me 5p.
5p deal. 5p a day to the woman. 5p a week. Hey, look.
I'll earn about £1 in a week.
Oh dear.
See you in the morning.
Good morning.
I thought that were Benny. Then it's Lucy.
Oh, pardon me. I saw coffee.
You'll tell me anything. I've gone quiet.
Hey?
What did you say? I've gone quiet. Don't know what to say. No news. Still looking. COVID has left everything such a mess when it comes to job hunting. I do have some resumes out and a few irons in the fire, but not much. I keep pushing. Well, this is it, Carla. All you can do is I applied for one, sent off CV. Perhaps don't even know the. Well, this is it. I mean, Callum's applied for God knows how many, and half of them don't even acknowledge the fact that he's applied. You know, that's the problem nowadays. You know, they've got that many people applying for one job. They think that it don't, you know, apply to them. That, you know, thanks but no thanks. You know, that's all it. You know, that's all it. You know, that's all it takes. You know, you know, even if it's a. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I mean, if they do like a collective email, and all the ones that they, all them that they sort of not interested, just sent same email out to them all. I bought a new wax burner because to work the smart plug, it has to have a bulb in the wax burner. I bought a burner that has a bulb inside. Oh, okie dokie. So, is it me or is it warm?
Warm.
Gone all hot. Yeah, I mean, I with cats, I mean, I don't really like, you know, oh dear. You have to drink it more slowly next time.
Well, we won't be in the cold coffee. Don't go well.
The line of work I am in, broadcasting, is laying off people left, right, due to the COVID. That's what happened to me. No TV or radio station is hiring. Yeah, that's. But the thing is, I mean, it's like I've said with Callum, you know, he's in college at the moment. He's only looking for something part-time. Now, you've got to take into account, since he left school, he's only been at college. So, they're not prepared to give somebody like Callum a chance that's got no experience. They want somebody that's had experience. Well, if a company gave such as Callum a chance in first place, he'd have some experience. But no, they just look and say, well, he's not done this before. He's, you know, he's not had no work experience as such. He's come straight from, you know, high school into college. So basically, his experience is zilch. You know what I mean? So, you know, Callum must have sent hundreds and hundreds, you know, applied for hundreds and hundreds of jobs, but they're not willing, you know, to give him a chance because he ain't got the experience. Yeah, exactly. You know, it's you know, it's unless somebody takes a chance, you know, I mean, this is the thing. I mean, he's had plenty, he's had one or two offers, but they want him to go in and do a day's work and not get paid for it. And then he's not forced to get a job at the end of it. They just want free labour. You know what I mean? You know, and same as I've said to him, and you know, unless you're getting paid for the work that you're doing, you know, it's all right. I'm saying, oh, well, come and, you know, come and do a day's work free gratis. He goes in and does it. And then they'll say, well, you know, no, we don't want you. They've had a day's work at Callum for nothing. What are you laughing at? Oh.
I'll,
what, that joke?
oh, yeah, you had it.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? Unless somebody steps up and gives him a chance, he's not going to get any experience. So, you know, the same as Wakey says, it's a catch-22 situation. No experience, no job. And it's very, very true. You know, unless they take a chance on him and give him a job, then he's not going to have any experience, is it? You know, when he must, you know, it must have applied for hundreds and hundreds of jobs. And imagining how disheartened he must be getting, you know, getting, thank you very much, Amjad.
Mm-hmm.
It says the baking live stream you did with Tracy was amazing. I do appreciate it, Amjad. Yeah, I think Tracy did a very, very good job. But yeah, you know, it's a case of, you know, I mean, it's like, let's say teachers and whatever, you know, they go to university, they train for years and years and years to be a teacher, but they're not always guaranteed a job at the end of it. You know what I mean? And you've got somebody that's, you know, spent all this money on university and whatever, and you know, it's getting your foot on that first rung of the ladder. You know what I mean? As somebody taking a chance on you. And a lot, I mean, there's one or two that I've known that they have to do, what is it? Standing teachers. Basically to get the foot in the door. But I was told that basically you can only do that for about a year. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Wakey. You know what I mean? It's you know what I mean? I mean, I'm a qualified seamstress, you know what I mean? But the last time when I were in work, that were another thing that, you know, it's a dying trade now, and most of the work nowadays is outsourced to other countries. You know what I mean? It's a dying trade. You know what I mean? Our qualified seamstress, you know what I mean? And I've done all sorts. But the thing of the matter is, they can outsource it, get it done in a foreign country and get it done at half price as what they could here in the UK. So what they're going to do, they're going to outsource it and get it done cheaper. He's put, oh God, I need some curtains running up. We'll fetch you some material, lol. But yeah, you know what I mean? I mean, I've you know, I were in sportswear industry. I've been in baby clothes industry, knicker industry, you know what I mean? But all the factories are now closed because, you know, production wise, it's cheaper for them to outsource it to other countries, and they're getting it done a lot cheaper. So that were all them sort of jobs, you know, gone down Swanee sort of thing. You know, and it got to a point now where they're only like small, what I call backstreet factories that, you know, they just can't keep up with it being outsourced to, you know, to the other countries. You know, when they factor in, you know, renter somewhere, machinery, upkeep, electricity, you know what I mean? I actually do need a couple of washable dog bed covers making parses. He will show me how to use his singer. It's easy, Wakey. Oh, Gordio says, when I left school, I trained as a car mechanic, then retrained as a panel beater. But it's so many, you know, so many things is falling by the wayside nowadays as regards skills, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like when I were a seamstress, I could turn my hand to anything, I could make anything. You know what I mean? Last time I used a sewing machine was 1978. Well, it's like riding a bike, Wakey, you never forget. But you know what I mean? It's like, you know, and I've had people come up to me and say, well, why don't you open a shop? Why don't you open your own bakery? Because it's too much.
You'd have to get health and safety. And then
food hygiene, and you've got your rent to pay. You've got all your ingredients, blah, blah, blah. You've got to, it's too much hassle. I'd sooner just do it as a hobby rather than do it as a you know, as a job. Same as Chris says, it's too much hassle, too much red tape. Oh, yeah, you do. I've forgotten. That's why I fall off all the time. What? But you know what I mean? It's oh, but when I says it's like riding a bike. But it's one pedal, Wakey. You know what I mean? As long as you steer it in a straight line, you're well away. You know what I mean? Trained as a pighead lopper offer. But you know what I mean? It's easy when you know I, you know what I mean? It's one pedal. So long as your needle's threaded, you're well away. Steve said it could fall off an exercise bike. But yeah, you know, it's like everything else, you know. I have bloody hurts. Wakey says, when Steve says, "Oh, I could fall off an exercise bike," he says, "I have bloody hurts." But the thing is, you know, I mean, the machinery that I used to use, it were industrial like machinery, you know, overlocking and all that, you know what I mean? It's not just like, well, it is like a sewing machine, but it's more on a industrial level, you know what I mean? But yeah, you know what I mean? But I trained, I mean, I left school on Friday and I started work on Monday. And that's what I did up until about 20 years ago. You know what I mean? Yeah, little electric foot pedal. Hi, Chaotic, how are you? But you know what I mean? It's like, how can I put it? You know what I mean? It's best about it though, Gordo. My grandma used to have one, and it weren't electric. And it oh God, it went out. You had to go 10 to a dozen for it to go at any speed. And I can remember that now. You know, and it were a good little sewing machine, don't get me wrong. But it weren't electric. I mean, nowadays you just plug it in and you're away. Well, the one that my grandma had got were pedal power, let's just say. My mum used to have old treadle mill sewing machine. That's what I'm talking about, Gordo, by the way. Pa has one of those, Gordo, converted it into a fret saw. But yeah, you know, I mean, you'd have to pedal some to get any sort of speed on it. Otherwise, it'd take you all day. You know, let's say, for instance, if you were taking some bottoms up on a pair of trousers, or, you know what I mean? If you didn't pedal like the clappers, you'd be there all day. So, you know, it were hard going. But the thing is, I don't know whether you've noticed, but when my grandma used to use it, she used to go at a steady rhythm, and she got this rhythm down to a T. So it were like constant sewing. And I always used to think to myself, now how does she do that? But that's how they used to do it in them days. You know what I mean? She got like this certain rhythm that she'd be going at this constant rhythm all the time. So yeah, I'm thinking to myself, God, that's too much like hard work. You know what I mean? Can you imagine? But I bet any money like nowadays, such a thing as is a very sought after, very sought after, you know, piece of machinery, let's just say. You know what I mean? Because everything's like electrified and whatever nowadays. That's why they put motors on them. But can you imagine the prices that they'd be going for nowadays? Because they're more or less like an antique, if you know what I mean. And I bet any money they go for a serious amount of money nowadays. But yeah, you know what I mean. I used to love and sit and watch my grandma. You know, and I'd be transfixed. You know, I used to work it. But you know what I mean? It's like old mangle and whatever, you know, what they had out in yard. You know what I mean? That's why I say nowadays the kids don't know they're born. Bought my ex-wife a knitting machine. She kept on and on about it. Used it once, then got chucked in the cupboard and forgot about it. So, I bet that's the sewing machine on. What we're looking at on eBay. Oh yeah, that were it. That were exactly.
What's that?
Antique treadle singer sewing machine, cast iron base and table.
£6. Bargain, get it.
But that is exactly like the one my grandma used to use. Exactly. See you later, Amjad. Thanks for popping in.
Bye, Amjad.
But yeah, that is exactly what my grandma used to use. Exactly. But yeah, you know, I mean, it took a lot of space up, but you think about it, the money she used to save, because she never used to buy clothes. She used to make her own. So I suppose in one way, it's, you know. Hiya, Mike. How was you?
Hey, Mr. Dumpson.
He says I was going to buy a bike, mountain bike, and they got £3,000. Ooh. But yeah, we're talking about the old Singer sewing machines, and you know, I mean, there were no plugging it into electric because it were all done by pedal power. You know what I mean? Loads of people had them when I was a kid. But I'm only going on experience with, like, my grandma used to have one, you know what I mean? And she used to, but yeah, you know what I mean? It's like everything else. I mean, there were no fridge freezers, there were no automatic washing machines. You know, my grandma used to have to go out with mangle and do it by hand on outside, you know what I mean? Oh. So, you know, it's unless you've sort of been there and seen it, you know, it's hard to imagine, you know, we're bidding on something on eBay. But you know what I mean? Like that sewing machine, for instance, you know, but that's how my grandma used to do it. You know, they've got no pop-up toasters and things like that. What my grandma used to do were she got a three-pronged fork, you know, toast and everything used to be done on open fire, you know what I mean? Yeah, so that were your toaster, a fork that you used to put a slice of bread on, or a toasted tea cake or something, and do it on open fire. You know what I mean? That were your toaster back in them days. I can remember all sorts: toasted tea cakes, pikelets, slice of toast. You know, all used to be done on open fire, and once it was done one side, you'd take it off your fork and turn it round. Our fire guard had a built-in toasting rack. Well, that were luxury then, Wakey. You know what I mean? That were luxury then. I mean, you know, I'm talking one of these extendable 3-pronged fork things, you know. That was my grandma's toaster. So you know what I mean. I can remember, because you see, we used to go every Friday night, and we used to look forward to going on a Friday night, because we knew we'd either have crumpets, pikelets, or whatever you want to call them, toasted tea cakes, something done on open fire. And occasionally, very occasionally, we used to get some sweets. So, you know, but yeah, it rather toasted tea cakes, pikelets, or just plain old toast. And it weren't none of this margarine or flora or whatever. It were proper butter. So, so yeah, you know, none of this, you know, margarine or stalk or whatever. It were proper butter. Could also toast on an old 3-bar electric heat. Right, I'm going to get going, guys. It's 11 o'clock. So I'll see you tomorrow evening's baking stream. So I'll see you all tomorrow evening. Bye. Frugal Farmer says, don't leave us.